Originally, it was my friend who told me, a guy called Sean. He told me about the whole thing, just kind of word of mouth. So that was on a Tuesday, the deadline was Saturday. So it was a very, very, very fast turnaround. Kind of was like, oh gosh, like, I'm 100% doing this, like, what the heck? I'd love to go to Oxford. This is amazing. And he started listing it off, like, what the opportunities were. It's like, oh yeah, no, like, they pay for you. the year is for free. There's lower grade requirements, and it's specifically for disadvantaged students. I said, wow, jeez, Oxford, this is for me, like, this is for me. The subject, I love PP. The grade requirements, wow, like, my day's made easier. And then on top of that, they pay for the whole thing. I love learning, and I have loved learning my whole life. You know, and coming to the open day and realizing, like, wow, like, these other people love learning too, like, crazy. You know, we're all on the same wavelength. And kind of really wanting to be here, like, wanting to be in Oxford, seeing that this is the best place to do my subjects. PPE, you know, Oxford is the birthplace of PPE, knowing the tutorial system as well. And for me, and I think specifically for the subject of PPE, it's so advantageous, you know. Politics students especially, you know, we often like to talk and discuss politics, not always, but a lot of us, we like to discuss and talk about matters. And that's exactly what the tutorial format is. So knowing that Oxford is, you know, one of the very, very few places which does this course and does that in this format was really appealing to me. I think the biggest misconception about Oxford is, from my background, is who goes to Oxford. There's a lot more people from backgrounds similar to me. You know, most people are from backgrounds dissimilar to me. But there's a lot more than I thought. You know, there's a lot more people kind of like me, per se, who come to this university, and it isn't all just incredibly posh white people. You know, there's very much a lot of people who are down to earth, and I think the surprising thing is a lot of people from privileged backgrounds. You know, there's a lot of people who are just very nice. You know, there isn't this kind of necessary divide between the two groups. You know, and it's not all sunshines and rainbows. It's hard. You know, it's amazing to get here, but you know, you'll be worked. You know, it's a challenge. It's an academic challenge, and it can be a life one as well. But I think through that, you know, you grow as a person. You grow academically, most certainly. But I think you massively grow as a person. Is that kind of pressure that builds diamonds. If you kind of don't fit that mold, the standard Oxford mold, don't feel like you necessarily do. It is for you. And I think my best piece of advice for someone in that situation is give it a try.